Hello, welcome to Kakariki Apartments in Lower Hutt. This apartment project has utilised timber cassette floor mid-floors, and they've used our PhoneStar Acoustic System to make sure they met minimum inter-tenancy requirements for New Zealand Building Code. They're partway through installing it. Come along with me and we'll have a look on site to see how it's going. So you can see in here we've got the PhoneStar system being installed throughout all of these apartments. Over this side here we can see where the kitchen is going to be installed. Through here it's going to be the living area, and then if you follow me through we've got the bedrooms and bathrooms. So the three layers to the PhoneStar Acoustic System. The first layer being a layer called a decoupling fleece. This gets loose laid out over top of the structural floor, and on top of that is our PhoneStar board. Our PhoneStar board is doing all of the heavy lifting when it comes to the acoustic system. Now the final layer that's installed over top of our acoustic system is only needed when there is a glue down floor covering. So in the bathrooms in here we're going to have tiles being installed, and also in the laundry space. So on top of that we're going to have a layer called a decoupling plate. Now this is a 4mm board and acts as a tile underlay, so tiles and waterproofing can be installed over top of that, but you still have the acoustic property values of the PhoneStar system. Karen Thurman will be able to see them installing it. So you can see in the bedroom here we've got a completed finished floor, and the boards we can see down here on the floor, this is our decoupling plate. Now this board here is waiting to be installed in our bathrooms and in our laundry where the tiles are going to be. So that gets glued down on top of the PhoneStar system and means that you can glue or waterproof directly over top of that board. Now one of the key benefits of our PhoneStar system is because the board is filled with a sand contents, you get very little bridging within the actual board. So what it means is it gives the installers a little bit more flexibility around potentially making a mistake and letting it touch a wall when it's not meant to be. Because it's filled with sand, sound doesn't like to travel sideways into it, so you get very little bridging sound. But having that isolation strip is really like a extra protection layer in case there was to be any bridging. Now you can see one of the key benefits of our PhoneStar system is it can be installed and then immediately walked on. Unlike a wet screed or a system that uses a wet product, this product is incredibly durable, and you can see all of the tools and things that's left on the floor or on the PhoneStar boards without causing any damage at all. Now you can see here, this is obviously where the kitchen's going to be going in this area here, and we can see the waste pipe down here where the PhoneStar board has been cut around, and then the waste is going to be sitting inside of this and on top of the flooring with so the board's not touching that at all, so it's not going to cause any flanking path or sound bridging. Now when they've been cutting the board, they've had two sawhorses set up in here, so it's created a nice flat surface for them to work on. And they've been making their cuts here. After a cut is made, the board is stood up on end, and then it's taped off so they're not losing a lot of sand. One of the key reasons for using this system was how thin the overall build-up was. So this total build-up to meet G6 in a timber mid-floored apartment is only 20mm maximum. So in the hard, with the areas where they've got bamboo flooring, it's just simply the 1mm layer that gets installed first, and then our 15mm board, and then in this case it's a 14mm bamboo product going over top. So instead there's still plenty of room here. Whereas in the bathroom areas, once again it's our 1mm decoupling fleece, our 15mm board, and then a 4mm decoupling plate like a tile underlay installed over top. So it's still only got a 20mm overall build-up height before the floor covering. Now this has been designed by the architects to perfectly meet up to the door sills, and then there's enough room underneath the doors for the 14mm bamboo to slide in under. So our PhoneStar system is being installed in all of these apartments. We have another lever above us as well. We have two apartments here with completed product. And you can see in this one here, we've got our PhoneStar board sitting there ready to be installed. So let's come and take a look. So you can see in this apartment that hasn't yet had our PhoneStar system installed in it, we have this structural layer already installed, which in this case it is a plywood structural layer. Now you can see how thin the overall build-up of our system is by having a look in this doorway. You can see there's only a total build-up height there of between 15 and 20 mil before the floor covering is going in on top. So it means that it's a very thin build-up compared to other acoustic systems out there. What this very thin build-up means of only 15 to 20 mil per level is that the overall build-up height of this whole apartment complex was 100 to 150 mil shorter than it typically would be for a 3-story apartment block like this. So this apartment unit has been finished with our PhoneStar acoustic system. Now you can see our bamboo flooring is sitting in here ready to go directly over top of the system. You can see around here where the kitchen has already started to be installed. So this here can be very easily installed directly over top of our acoustic system. You can have heavy objects sitting on it. It's got a very high point load rating. You can see in this unit, it's just starting to be installed in the bathroom. And here what they've done is they've loose laid our fleece down over the floor and then taped the joints so that you're not having any gaps between them. And you can see the penetrations in the waste in the floor as this is going to be the bathroom. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Knights Road in Lower Hutt and seeing how our PhoneStar acoustic system has been utilised to meet G6 building code for these intertenancy mid-floors. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you again on another project.